Hey everybody, welcome back to more Wargamer Dragon. A user by the name of Tahsin Mustafa 9599 gave me the hard-earned money and requested me to mention them to play Landjut. So here you go. I didn't have a Landjut unspec deck, which I'm gonna build now. So what is Landjut good at? It's really a mech deck in disguise. It has some moto stuff, and they are worth not playing mech for. Although arguably the mech version is stronger, but obviously having, as with almost any deck really, having access to all of the units, albeit them at no veterancy bonus, still has its upsides. Now, we don't have enough of an availability bonus to get 3 card units at 4 card, so we might have to go for a full logistics tab. Maybe I'm gonna skip the fob. We'll see. Infantry tab wise, Martyr 2 is almost a must, really. Too good to pass up on. Given that we don't have like Core Mariner or similar wheeled squads, I think a card of Mega 9 makes sense here. Milan 2 is also really nice, of course. Given that we get 7 upvetted, I think we can go for the upvet here. For meat shields, we could go Heimatschützen, but Dragona in their 2 armor, 50 cal 5-pointer is just very, very good. And then for Shock Squad, Liv Gardner, good. 20-point Shock Squads with the card Gustav M2. Great 5-pointer as well. Just some good all-purpose. That is one of the choices we could make. We could also just pay 5 points for the extra range and the P on the card Gustav. Could go for another card of Panzergrens 90 if we feel like we need another card of Panzerfaust 3. Although we have 2 here, so I don't think we do. So I think I will go for the just base Liv Garden and even up with them. Might not even need to up with them. We have Mega 90, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I will, however, keep the Fallschirmjäger at the end. Even though they are actually cheaper than the Martyr. It's just how my brain works. Anti-air. These days, I really value the EOS Hawk. I used to not so much, but I feel like over the past few years, seed play has become more of a thing. And in certain matchups, when all of your other AA is radar, yeah, really annoying. Automatic is, of course, a must take. And then just Gepard for some all round. Mortar. Artillery wise, not the best options here, really. I'm still unsure where I'm gonna take the fob. If I take the fob, what would I take? They just spam Lars too, but you only get 3. It's relatively supply efficient, right? So you can get a lot of them. However, they're also not that impactful. 7 Lars 1 could be fun as well. They also fire all of the 36 rockets in a row. That could honestly be fun. M110 is probably the meta choice, is what everybody else takes, so let's put those in for now. And I go for the base M109 all the time, so let's maybe switch it up. 2A5, 2A4, 2A1 is I think the most common and probably best tank setup. Riken tab, Tiger of course. Not enough of an availability bonus to get 4 either, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you're concerned about balance. M41s are just incredibly strong. Yeah, I got a 90 in the links for some Heliborn action. And we do get 5 of them. So I think I'm gonna take a card of them in the Jupiter. Although it might be stronger to go for the Spaderner, because, you know, we get more than 5 of them. However, with so many M41s around, we shouldn't really need that much vehicle infantry either. Vehicle type is nothing crazy important, although the P and MK might be a good base defense. For now, I'm gonna skip it. Fennec 20mm, I think it's honestly really, really good. Toe 2 we shouldn't need because we have the Tiger as like an enter-tank option. KWS is probably the best ASF card in the game. Enter-tank wise, Block 5, I think. Block 5 and Peace Shrine. Then we are missing 1 activation point. get another plane. I really would like to get another plane. We don't need to, but I would like to. And to achieve that, I might just do something like... We could also just skip the lever. We have an 8 CVs since we get 5 instead of 4 here, which is more or less the minimum amount of CVs I want. And infantry CVs are survivable enough, but sometimes you just really want a tank, right? So I think skipping Leopard might not be the best course of action here. Could try something like this and then take like a large 2 upwetted, but it's not really the strongest either. Could take no heavy RD at all, which I don't know, like 7, 8 years ago, kind of used to be meta for some decks, for many decks. Or maybe more like 9 years. God, I'm old. Yeah, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Or I could just, do it like this. Also an option. Or if I want to have it a bit cheaper, just go for Leopard 1, which is still reasonably survivable. You know what? Let's do it like that. And then we can get our last plane, which will be... Could go ECR for seed. Could go F104G for some... Sorry, CF104. The F104G is the Dutch one. For some helo hunting. Although I don't think that's needed. And for last 2 activation points, I'm actually gonna go for the Fennec 202. I know I just said, well, we have the Tiger, but the Fennec Tattoo is also just 55 points. Can get it out really fast, and it's quite can be really really strong. All right, that is our deck, and I shall see you in a second once I find a ranked game. No nuclear winter, no nuclear. We didn't get yes. Let's go. Alrighty. This should be a pretty good map for us. I think these kind of not too big, not too small. It's planting is right on the small side, I'd say. Close-ish quarter maps. It's sort of trans. I think this and highway, like a. Why? What? Alrighty. See you in a second once we hopefully find an actual ranked game and hopefully not on nuclear. God dang it. Second time's the charm. Oh, it's the Lieutenant Colonel. I think our previous opponent was still Lieutenant Colonel. So it could have been a name change. But, I don't know. Hello, not Hilo. Hilo, something else. Alright, we got the red color, which means that our opponent is also playing blue for. What would be the worst? Probably like Eurocore, because they can get, with the wheel presence, can get an early position here and take control. Let's just lean into that. Let's lean into losing it, or losing the wheeled race, I suppose. And spend our stuff on slow but very cost efficient units. Saying that, I need to get 2 Jupiters. I need to get line of sight on this stuff. Okay, here's the thing. I'll actually get a Lynx. I'm gonna unload it here. Why? Because I want to sneak stuff or sneak a Recon squad in here. In this bush, so from here I can spot a DGM infantry that fires from there. And thus actually shoot at it. And the Jupiter is so slow off-road that going like this and there is gonna take forever. Or even worse, driving like this and here. So I'm actually gonna get a Lynx. And hopefully with those buildings, Crotals and shit from back there should not even get into line of sight. And a mortar. One's around there. Yeah, I don't think I will really get some really good. I can't talk. Really will get any shock spots. I just want fire support really and stuff that tanks. Well, however, get a Fennec 20mm. That's also just always great. No, it doesn't. We don't have to play against Eurocore, of course. It could be anything else on Blue 4. But I think Eurocore would be probably among the worst possible opponents. US could be not so great either, especially if there's like an early seed or something. Oh. Any message from you? Nothing? Or do I have you muted? No, I don't, right? I do not have you muted. I'm ready. I always get confused by... I don't know how this map maker that Eugen used works, right? I mean, this is just a cut-off version of... What's it called? Floods? I don't remember. It's a 4v4 map. Basically, you actually play from like this side, and there's like a major central zone right there. He just have played that. Let's get some stuff here. Make sure to unload you over there. If we get healer rush, we're absolutely cooked. Who owns just drive there? Alright. Alright. I was on purpose being relatively defensive with my tiger. I do not want to trade. Okay, Scandi. I do not want to trade. Thing. I don't see those very often. It's not Moto. This is mech. Almost certainly. Okay. Automatic over there. Well, maybe I should have been aggressive because that had meant that sorry. Let's get 2 of you in there though. ASF. Let's get some martyrs. Light shot. Oh, you missed. Oh well, you lost line of sight there. I got hit actually. Presumably those 1-to-1s, huh? Nice. Oh, wait, what? That was weird. And still no, I might just turn you off. Certainly an interesting opener. I'd have sort of those type over there. Oh, careful. But those 1-to-1s are not retreating. 9 of them got hit! Aww. Just Milan doing Milan things, I suppose. That's a hit at least. Okay, it's automatic. I don't know why attack moved you, but that was way too dangerous. The beacon. Oh, I did put in the Lars. I didn't replace the Lars! God dang it! Oh, well, Lars feminist then, I guess. When I put the fob back in, I didn't replace the Lars. Oh, I'm so stupid. Will help me to play this game. I'll just turn there, I suppose. Minus a resupply, that's the word, the mortar. Be careful with you. I actually want to get line of sight on you, but now that the CV9 is there, I can't just move up with the focuses. They're still damaged and they're panicked. Wait, they're elite? Oh, dang, it's armored! Most observant Razzmann moment. Yeah, Milan won, let's go. Alright, you just sit there. Holy smokes. Way too much damage there. Alright, those are dealt with, that's good. There. Supply trunk. Presumably for those oh, not my motor. Those, what are they called? HHM squads. Ah, no, 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 not the automatic. Okay, they're shooting at the Panzergrens. Okay, I can kind of live with that, especially if they survive, actually. Ah, just barely to make it. Get those supply trucks. Or the automatic. Just either, really. Thank you, it was very important. Oh, Jupiter, you're a godsend. What did they fire at? Right there where my motor was. I know for a good measure, let's just get an EO talk. That's an... Oh, don't move forward anymore, please. Oh, those Larses are doing a good job, honestly. You're spotted. Wait, are you... You're in a bush and spotted, huh? Interesting. It's actually very interesting. Get this bit back. Really go for a mortar? Come on. I mean, I don't blame anyone doing it. It's just annoying. Honestly, I could have just not stopped with the hog, because now I gave away the fact that I have a hog. There's also an RBS squad in there now, which we have to be wary of. Right, I can just get a plane now, because I have killed the automatic and... Not unlikely. No real new AA there. Yeah, you just sit there. What for me? Ooh, interesting unit. Also a bad one. Let's see. Don't get sideshot here. Oh, that's a perfect. I mean, I didn't even need a block 5 there for one of them, but there you go. Oh, really? I didn't get the other one? And that's GG. It was not the same player. Alright, easy as that. Problem for opponent was probably the fact that they just didn't get ever a proper hold on that forest there. That said, though, the push they were doing is just hard to pull off in my eyes. It can be incredibly difficult, and that's why I do it very rarely as well. Yeah, don't have a lot of cover to work with, and just one slip up with your smoke or something, and you just lose your super heavy or something like that. And giving the ranges, you kind of have to do with super heavies in my eyes. Yeah, just I don't know. It's also just much harder to catch off your opponent, like off guard pushing there, because it's not. It doesn't take a long time to reroute your stuff that you send towards the main town, right? It's probably best to do it with unspec decks that also have like a strong and sort of affordable modo opener, like Baltic or Eurocore, where you win the engagement for the town relatively cheap. Let's say like 2 aim extends and like 2 Legion 90 or something along those lines, and the rest goes into that push, right? So you get the town first, right? And getting into the town means your opponent has to spend more to get in there because attacking is usually more costly, while catching them sort of off guard on the right. So they have to value, alright, do I just give up the town and defend against the push that is coming on the other side that I didn't fully expect and I have to reposition? Or do I hope that I can get the town fast enough and then reroute later on? Stuff like that. That is probably, just thinking about it, the best way to approach that kind of push. Yeah. It's kind of Yammer though. Interesting choice. You don't see that very often. Either way though, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.